zipper rings, that's about as close to a rebuild as you can get. Might have to open a door. Alright, but now I think my fuel's a little lean, but that's okay. Case. Well, that's why God invented wobbly pops, I tell you. Okay, where do I put this? I'm kind of just excited right now. Alright. As soon as I pulled the rope, I knew it was going to go. Now let's have a look at Steve's chain. And we're going to examine his bar too, eh? Got a couple of crud bunnies on it. I might turn it over. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it over. There's just, if you really look, I don't know if you can or not. There's a little bit of a ridge on this side. Right there. It's like, it feels like a shaving. So I might just take a file to that. Excited! Alright friends, this is the bar that came off of Steve's saw. I am going to flip it because it is worn. You can see right here, there's a screwdriver. Right there, it's worn high. So first thing I'm going to do is flatten that spot off. I think it's been run dry too, eh? Other side. We used to joke about this all the time at work. These are called bastard files, right? So you don't know, you know the jokes that are happening. Should I do this right-handed? Let's see, right-handed. There we go. As with anything, you start light. Okay, this is now going to be the top of the bar. Ooh, it's still kind of crummy. Should go like this. That's better. You could almost cut your hand on that, eh? Now this side should be the same, and it's worn in a different spot, eh? Could almost use a new bar. That's better. Now I'm just going to get a feeler gauge, just a good thick one, and a felt pen. That's all I've got. Don't forget, I've been working on chainsaws for years, and I kind of gave it up for 3 years or so, and now I'm back in the business. So now I've got a line there. I'm just checking the depth on this saw all the way through, right? Right there, there's a bump. Might just be crud, eh? See the crap that came out of there? Good. But I am going to turn the bar over. How's this side looking? No, this side is worn more, and that is the bottom side. Right? You got that? So let me show you something. Okay, we'll get this bright sucker off of our face. On the other side, we'll turn it over. Right there, you see that mark there? It's above the line right there. Do you see that? Right above that where it says inch. We're going to turn it over. Now we're going to put the new chain right in there. Where does it say inch? Inch right there. Now if you look, that felt pen line is almost buried. So we're going to put the chain, this will be the bottom of the bar now. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, we're just going to show you something, guys. This is the top of the bar. Goes up to that black line. And the bottom of the bar goes up to that black line. I'm going to stop and take a picture of this for Steve. Alright, now Mick mentioned this very recently when he was doing a saw, and I've been doing this all my life since, Mick, since you were, I don't know if they had Pampers back then, but you're the same age as my daughter, so it was a combination of the homemade diapers and cloth diapers and Pampers. I think when I was born they were using sphagnum moss. Okay, so I've got the chain pretty good. I'm not just real worried about the tension yet because everything's been taken apart. But when I showed you and I didn't explain it, just loosen this off. When I tighten the chain, because people push on it, and you'll never get the tightness exactly right unless you actually tilt the blade up like that, or just tilt the saw forward, and then we'll just tighten this up. Okay. So that should still roll. Yep, don't forget there's no oil on that whatsoever, right? So now I'm going to drain this 50 to 1 out of here, even though it's probably fine. I'm going to put 40 to 1 in. We'll put some bar chain oil in the oil compartment, and I'll come back after that and we'll see how it runs. Alright, 300 milliliters of gas divided by 40 is 7.5. Right on the schnozzoli, if a tiny bit rich, but you can go right down to 32 to 1 or even richer. But these modern oils on the 2 strokes are so good that I've heard 40 to 1 on these now. We're not using 1030 or whatever Grandpa grabbed out of the shed anymore, right? Alright Klaus, this one's for you. I might have to move you a little bit. Remember I told you about the stiff neck, right? So on these ones, it looks like, and I just emulate what's there. This one's a 30 degreer, and the rakers, which are just in front, are about 20 thousandths below the height of the blade. So I'm going to just go to 30. Oh, use your head, Bruce. I just mark one of these guys black. Right? When I get back to it, I know I'm done. Okay. So, and I just do 3. And I have a look at it. And if it's nice and shiny, I move forward. This one feels like 4. This chain's in pretty bad shape. And I keep my eye right on that line right there, and I move it past the saw blade there. And it doesn't seem like it's that accurate, but averaged, if you do both sides the same, you'll get there. And I found that 3 strokes is more than enough. I think Mick is approving too. So this saw has been worked over. Oh, Leons, I hope you're watching and you can tell me why it wouldn't fire on the bench. And we're back to number 1. So now, let me just turn this bad boy around. Do it again. But now we have to change our angle slightly by 60 degrees, right? Where's the saw? Right there. I don't want to use that. Okay, here we go. Now, because one of us is either left-handed or right-handed, you have to pay a little bit more attention on the side that you're not comfortable on. But because I'm left-handed, I've had to do a lot of things right-handed my whole life. Did you know that on most guns, the safety on the trigger is on the other side? And I'll check the rakers again. I'm anxious. That one's been filed on one too many times. We should be getting up to our felt pen mark here pretty quick. There it is. So now, just a tiny bit to get us going. There. Now, should we do another for real try on that stool? Right there. Lid's on tight. Chokes on. Now I'm going to adjust it this time. But I should probably do it on the ground on a piece of plywood. Let's wipe it up after. Yes. That's a beautiful thing. So I got it, so it's just running a little richer than smooth, if that makes sense. And then when you need fuel, it's there. All done but cutting a piece of wood now. Alright my friends, this is a piece of birch. This end is dirty, so I'm going to take it in about 1 inch. And we'll see if I have any curves or problems. I don't know. We'll start the saw again. I brought my little screwdriver with me in case I have to set the mixture a little bit more. Okay, so that's a 12-inch piece of birch, and this is the hardest wood we've got in Western Canada. There's a tiny bit of residential oak, but nothing out in the wild. So this is as tough as this saw will get. Oh, it starts now, that's good. Oh, I think, dang it, I smell fuel. I think one turn out is going to be it. I'm happy. Not bad. Just a slight cut.